fellow YouTubers. It's been a little while since my last moto vlog, but it is a Thursday, about 5:15. Take a little ride this evening. I've changed a few things since the last time I was on. Start with the tires. I got brand new front and back tire, which makes it a lot nicer, a lot better ride, a little more agile too. It's not flat spotted any yet. Finally got a good RAM mount for my GPS. Still working on I guess the power supply on this bike sometimes isn't enough, and it'll try and cut off, but I have some ideas how to fix that. I'm gonna take a little ride down the country, down towards Columbia, Louisiana. Also have a brand new helmet. It is a Kabuto Ibuki, I believe that's how you pronounce it. It's a Japanese helmet. I found a video by Revzilla. This helmet also is a modular helmet, like my previous one. I like the modular helmets, especially when it gets good and hot and stop somewhere. You can actually lift it up without pulling the whole helmet off. Speaking of hot, it has been hot here. We've had heat index up in the 110s, 115s. It's not too bad today. My bike is showing right under 100. It's probably 95, 96, but it's kind of partly cloudy. Plus the air is not as hot as it was last week. It's actually a little cool. So last week was crazy hot. I'll tell you, this helmet, it is so much better than my old helmet. Just safety wise, I have a bigger field of vision. My peripheral vision is a lot better. It fits my head better. The venting is a ton better. On my old helmet, you couldn't even feel the head vent. I don't know, it's just poorly designed or what. It's normally about a $450 helmet, and they had it on sale for, I think it was $315. So I ordered it. It was the last one they had. Got the size, one size bigger than what they recommended for me, but it fits good. So like to see my GPS. Like I said, I got a mount for it now. Also, you may notice I got a new windshield. It's Memphis Shades calls it one of their I can't remember the exact name they call it, but it's kind of got a lip on the front. That's so you can run a lower windshield, but it still gives you the air blockage of a taller windshield. So let's see how this goes. This is the first ride with it on. My wife's mother and her brother and family live out this way. We'll be turning before we get out to where they live, but so I'll be down this road many times. When me and her first got married, we lived out here. That's when I used to have that good 20-minute commute one way every day. So, actually, my daughters are out there staying during the week while we were working. They stay with their grandmother. My wife's off tomorrow, so when she gets off work tonight at 7, she's going out to grab them. So spent some time with my kids. I hadn't seen them since Sunday night, so it's Thursday now. Work's been pretty interesting this week. My boss has been gone to Las Vegas. I've got a new computer that came in yesterday for me, a 27-inch iMac. I do graphics there. And I've been having a hard time with my old computer. There's definitely something wrong with it, and I've been trying to back all the files up. I have 2 terabytes of files that have to be backed up. So it's working as we speak. Hopefully I'll come in the morning and everything is transferred over to the new computer and we'll be good to go. So this, from now on, we probably won't have much traffic. Maybe, I bet we won't see, after these few cars ahead of us, we probably won't see probably 10 more cars the whole way to Columbia. It's about 30 miles, so main people coming home from work. Also, it cools off a ton when you get out here in the country compared to in town. Makes a pretty big difference. Man, I love these roads back here. Nice rolling, shaded pretty much from the sun setting over to our right here. This is typical North Louisiana right here. It's kind of southern Arkansas look to a lot of pine trees, a lot of oaks. Louisiana actually takes care of the roads pretty well out here in the country. You don't have too many that are real rough. For a ride last night just to try out the new helmet. I went up to my friend's house. I'll definitely do a video up that way and one day. And man, I went and left out a little after 7. It was so hot, let it cool down, and it's great riding in the late evening like that, but the bugs come out about 8 o'clock and whoo, they're bad. Luckily this front windshield deflects a ton now. It used to just all just hit me right in the face. I literally have to keep some kind of wet rag handy right between my legs or in my jacket pocket to constantly wipe the visor away. I have no clue how some of these people ride with no visors and just a pair of sunglasses, especially around here. Going into the sun right now, we'll see how this comes out. But another thing I like about the new helmet, it has an internal sunshade that pops down. It works real well too. It's also a pin lock visor. I've never had a pin lock visor. All the helmets I've had in the past had a coating for anti-fog, and this pin lock is like an extra shield that goes inside the main shield and creates an air barrier, and it works. It doesn't fog up. I tried it, trying to get it to fog up. One thing I'm worried is as time goes by and cleaning them and they get scratched up, that's 2 lenses to replace. I'm thinking about going ahead and ordering some now, just to have them, put them up in the closet. I noticed with the helmet last night, the wind hits right at the top part of the visor. It doesn't make it all the way over my head. I tried a taller windshield a while back. I don't know if it was that helmet that I had before this one. It caused really bad buffeting. It got my head out of the wind, but it caused so much buffeting on my helmet. On this one I have the lowers on it. That's supposed to help. Plus I have port deflectors too. Kind of helps deflect, keep any wind from coming up from down low. But let's see how the audio comes out. I'm not sure if you'll be able to hear all that or not. Man, it probably just dropped 5 degrees right down in this bottom. You never notice that when you're riding in a car, but when you're on a bike, the temperature change I guess that little creek there beside us. I know we've dropped over 10 degrees since we got out of town, so just driving in the country. Well, we turned on to Highway 4 now, headed towards Columbia. It's looking a little stormy up that way. I tell you, this time of year, these thunderstorms will pop up out of nowhere, so I do have some wet weather gear in my saddlebag if I have to. That's the only downside to all this electronics out in the open. The iPhone 6s has been proven to be pretty much waterproof. I ain't worried about it. The Cena can take a little bit of water, but not a downpour. GoPro I actually have in a it was a waterproof case, but I had to cut into it because of to get the microphone to hook up, so it's not waterproof anymore. And of course my GPS is made for inside the car. I know the motorcycle GPSs are waterproof and all that, but they're like $600–700. I really like this one. I got it on sale, $150, and the Garmin software, I can go to the Harley-Davidson ride planner and plan out a trip and plug in my Garmin and it'll map it straight to it, so that makes it really nice. And I've been making different trips, I guess maybe dream trips, some of them, but making a bunch I want to do. I think my last video I was getting ready to go to a poker run, my first ever. We did do the poker run that next day, and one of the guys in the group didn't want to be on YouTube, so I didn't film any of it. Still had a good day. Road started off early in the morning, went on a ride about 9 and got done with the ride about 2 o'clock. Everybody was pretty hot and tired by then, so I just went on home and relaxed. But the poker run was fun. I had that bad tire on the back, so I was kind of worried the whole time. I really couldn't enjoy as much as I wanted to, but that was kind of in the back of my head. But I tell you, I got these new tires. I went with a stock Dunlop on the front, and I got 12,000 miles out of the first one. The back one, this is my third tire on the back. The first two were the Dunlop stock. I believe they're 404s or 401s, but after doing some research, I went ahead and went with a Michelin Commander 2 this time. It's a little more money, but they say you can get a lot of mileage out of them. And really, I'm not your typical rider. Most people I know may only put, 4,000 miles on their bike in the whole year, and I've had mine less than a year. I'm already hitting almost, by the time I get home this evening, it'll be 12,500 miles. So I wanted something that got a little bit better mileage. I think it'll pay for itself in the long run. I checked with a couple of dealerships here in town how much it'd be if I took my back tire off myself and brought it to them. They were wanting $50 just to put the new tire on. That's not including the tube, that's not including balancing. I checked a couple of the little mom and pop places and they were wanting the same thing. I'm like, it's not that big of a deal to change that tire. So I shopped around. This is a while back, the first time I was doing my tires. And I found a shop here in town, Trax Motorsports in West Monroe, Louisiana, and man, they are great. Only $15 to mount my tire. 15 bucks instead of 50. And they end up, I could have gotten my back tire a little cheaper online, but he came close to the price for me, and I want to try and keep my money here in town, and so I bought the tire from him, and man, I got out, mounted 2 tires, $15 a piece. The way they balance them, I can't remember the name of the product, but I read up about it a lot. It's actually a liquid that you put in the tube. I have tubes, and that's how it's always balancing the tires. They're going, it never hardens up. And they've worked great so far. You know, I've had them on one set of tires, and when I first switched to that and put it in my tires, I noticed a lot more smoother ride. So since my tubes really had no time on them, they had mileage, but you know, not like over years of sitting. The tubes looked in great shape, so ended up keeping both. I didn't replace the tube. Some people may say, well, I may regret that down the road, but you could tell the tubes look brand new. Little country store here on the left. I tell you, those stores are a blessing sometimes. You get out here in the middle of nowhere. I was on a trip a little while back, and man, I couldn't find a store anywhere. There's twice I've gotten kind of close where I've gotten out into one of these stores, but finally I found some little mom and pop country stores. I found one on top of a mountain in Arkansas. That little store, it was really old. It still had like the garages, like the I don't know if you've seen like the old gas stations where they used to actually work on the gas stations. That's where the mechanics worked. Check your car at a gas station, they would work on it, you know. Or if you were traveling and had something break, you find a gas station, they have mechanics on duty. They could do all kinds of work for you. You don't see that anymore. You see convenience stores, but you know, in the last month or two, I found 2 gas stations I've stopped at in little towns, and they were still full service. They actually had somebody come out and want to pump the gas for you, and that's really rare. Yeah, I can see a stop sign up here. We're going to be coming right into I guess the newer part of Columbia, I guess you say, where it's grown out. Actually, the old downtown of Columbia. Let me show it to you a little bit, but they built the main road and built it around it here in the last few years. So downtown's kind of dying, you know. People don't drive through there anymore, so just take the bypass. Let's see if we can catch this green light. This light will be forever. Yeah, we got lucky there. And Chevron station. There's your good redneck pickup truck. Johnny's Pizza on the right. Looks like the rain is back towards Monroe, so I'll have to see how to play that. I may go back the other way. Go ahead and get some supper, and see you in a bit. Alright, got some grub in me. Gonna go down here, down into Columbia, and show you downtown. Checked the radar, I didn't see anything on radar, so I think we're good. This is the new bridge ahead of us. I'll take you downtown. Now, used to, the road came right straight through here. I heard this is a really good place, got barbecue. Have to try it one day. And right here is where the old bridge used to be, and they got rid of the bridge, and it goes to nowhere now. Still like these shops, you know, down through old towns. The restaurant smells good. Also, you gotta watch these little towns of one-way streets everywhere. That was a pretty small downtown, because that was it. Let's see if we can get back to. It says do not enter. So I will not enter. Go back this way. I thought I saw like a place you can look out over the river up here. Let's see where it goes. I've never been down here. Nice little Mexican restaurant. I guess a lot of these people are probably eating there. Nice bite. Yep. There's the Washita River. I guess, oh, they built a nice little walkway. I guess people can go around through here. I've never seen that. Oh, now let me get out of here. It probably says do not enter from this way. Yep. I was going the right way then. I guess you get out and walk down through there. This is actually where the old bridge went. That's the where they cut it off right there. We were just on the other side of it. And we're going to make a right here on the LE4. And we got a train. Most likely it's a Union Pacific. We have a big Union Pacific and a Kansas City Southern in Monroe. But, I don't see Kansas City Southern come down this way much. Usually it's Union Pacific. Could be wrong. Decided to go all the way on, stay on 4 instead of turning back the way I came the original way, and I'm going down to Chatham. You get on Highway 34 in Chatham and go back that way. That's a different way I haven't been yet on any of these moto vlogs. So I had a problem. My GoPro was, the GoPro app on my phone was locking up. I noticed a lot of people who do this, they have the GoPro Wi-Fi remote and they have it mounted to their bars. I may try and use that. I don't get a preview, I can see, but I can see if it's recording or not a little easier without having to go through my phone so much. It's kind of a little dangerous having to go through my phone that much while I'm riding. So at least the sun's behind those clouds and trees now. It's not quite as bad as it was. Just went through Chatham, Louisiana. Really small town. One light, couple of little convenience stores, little restaurant. Thought that might have been a cop at first. There's probably somebody down there fishing. We have plenty of places to fish around here. Look at the beautiful field out there, tree out in the middle, and the sun's right there, so you probably couldn't even see that. But at 548, I've been down here before just to see it. It loops around pretty big. It comes back out on this road. Sun is getting worse and worse. Well, I think I'm going to take it right back to the house. So thanks for riding with me. Be safe out there. You're a rider also, and please like and subscribe to the videos and comment, and I'll try and reply if I can, and we'll talk to you next time.